episode of the Nmbl podcast. We're here with your host, AB, motivated AB to be exact. And today, unfortunately, the boy Cali couldn't join us. He had some things to sort out, but nevertheless, the show still has to go on. So today we bring you another special guest. You want to introduce yourself?
No, you introduce me, man.
Saying that was smooth, innit? Yeah. Okay, my boy Teo, he's now a runner. He's a runner. PT to a runner now.
Mm-hmm.
CEO of Runnpac, if you lot have heard of it, and now you know. Running community.
Yeah.
How long has it been running for now?
Like 18 months, so coming up to around 2 years.
Only 18 months?
Yeah, pretty new, but very strong.
Oh.
Doing our thing as always, as you see.
It feels like it's been long, you know.
At this point, it definitely feels like we've been here for ages, but yeah, not that long.
Because you lot been putting in work.
Yeah.
And you lot are everywhere now.
From the jump, and it's like, you've just been consistent, keeping it rolling, coming through. I mean, you've seen it, you've been there, so like,
Trust me,
yeah. But no, it's been good. But no, yeah, that's me, Teo, PT, Runnpac founder, on ambassador. You know.
Come on,
Got
come
to
on.
add extras.
Hey, on ambassador.
Go get all my
big
accolades.
drip, man. We've got big drip on the show.
Go and get all my accolades.
Telling you, man.
But yeah, man, that's me.
Alright, that's good, man. That's good. So what, do you still PT though?
I still PT, so I coach clients Monday to Friday, do a lot of strength conditioning work. So I work with runners, like footballers, other athletes, and everyday people as well, who are just trying to get fit, lose weight, or get strong. So yeah, Teo Fam, PT, Instagram, if you need that.
Say it again. Say it. Your Instagram account?
Teo Fam, PT, Instagram, if you need that.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm going to ask you to do it again at the end as well. Trust me. It's a network out here, man.
Calm.
So what, I want to start from the top, obviously. How did your running journey start, actually?
Do you know what? So I've run before. I used to compete in school. So when I was in school. When I was in school, I went, we used to do athletics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So my distance was 1500, which is 1,500 meters. Not the greatest distance. So on track, it'll be just shy of 4 laps around the track.
That's what the Kenyans do.
Yeah. They do a bit more than that, but that was my distance, and I used to do that. I was pretty decent. I was alright, nothing spectacular, but good enough basically. That was where I started running or getting into running. But then I was never really a runner like that. So from there, I transitioned into getting into the gym, because when I was younger, I was a bit of a chubby kid, just belly and breast.
Swear down.
Yeah.
I could never imagine it.
Yeah, but it's how you know me
you
now.
Stretched out, innit?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I was always tall, so I think I was around 5', 8, 9, 10, from year 7. From year 7. So then coming up to year 9, that's when I started getting into fitness. Started running, going to athletics in my school, using the gym a bit more, losing weight, getting slim, got mad skinny. And then I started lifting weights properly and eating food and putting on weight and getting stronger and everything else. So then in terms of the runner that I am now, who does half marathons and marathons and stuff like that, that only came with the start of being in Runnpac. So my boy Fabian kind of hollered at me, because the way he put it, he said to me, as an adult, he's never been fit or in shape in his life at this point. So essentially he's just been getting lit, going out, having fun, having a good time. And at this point in 2023, it would have been, he'd never been in a peak physical condition that he was proud of. So I think he signed up to one half marathon, it must have been Hackney Half or some 10k event. And he basically spent a couple months getting fit, getting ready for that. And then into that summer, that's when he kind of brought together this idea of getting guys to run, getting us together. Me, him, Jay, a couple others, Jamel popped up as well. And then I came through. And then when I came through, it was even me, I was still new to running. I'd done my first 5k properly, July 2023, and it was a 27-minute 5k. And then, it's not bad. I mean, I'm fit enough in it. I'm fit enough at that time, but 27-minute 5k, and then kind of just pushing it from there, growing the club, running more, getting more active, getting way more into it, and then now we're outside, isn't it? Doing it properly.
No, that's lit, man. I never knew. So the idea came from Fabian.
Yeah, so more or less it was like, so obviously I knew Fabian from school days, way back, and then Jay as well, and him and Fabian knew each other from their building where they lived. So then Fabian was just like, oh yeah, let's go for a run, innit? Yeah. And I was just like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, and then, but I wasn't ever really available for like a few weeks in the beginning of everything as it started. So it was just him, Jay, a couple other guys. Albert popped up as well a few times, popped up, like just random people. Then around July, when I came off of one injury, I suddenly became available. And I was like, yeah, let me lock in, let me go and see what's up. And then from there, we just kind of, I messaged both of them separately and I was just like, right, like, we start running.
Let's do this.
Yeah, because it was, what it was enough.
Yeah.
And it was like, let's just start a club. But I didn't know that this is what we were starting.
Okay,
I just thought it was
just running in it,
just random. Like,
now it's
just something to do on the weekend.
Established now.
Yeah, it was essentially just going to be something to do on the weekend, not like a whole business or a whole job that is now kind of spiraled into. But positive and happy for it either way.
Oh, 18 months.
18 months.
That's a very quick time.
I know.
Like, you lot have done massive things, man. Honestly.
I know.
How many events can you think about? How many? Because you also do the strength and conditioning.
So we do the packwork events, which started in November that year. So from then till now, we've done about close to 22 packwork events. We've done a bunch of activations of brands and stuff like that. We've done 2 socials, being our summer party and our first 1-year anniversary. We've done a Christmas social as well. And then all the other brand stuff and bits and bobs in between, and other minor events and major events, filming pieces, content pieces. Like, it's been good. Races abroad and in the UK, Barcelona, Prague, Lisbon, London Marathon, Hackney Half, Big Half in London, all of that, man.
What would you say building this community is like improved your confidence?
Do you know what?
Because I feel like right now you're the guy, you know. And obviously, I know you. I knew you from school days, but not like how I know you now. And when I'm around you and that, I can just see the confidence that you have now.
Do you know what?
Through the roof.
For me personally, I wouldn't say. No, I mean, anything you do makes you better. 100%. But I wouldn't say I needed this to get any further than where I was, because I've always been. I was a drama kid when I was in school.
Oh, is it?
So I've always been somewhat confident in some way. Like, I've been able to perform, done theatre work, I've done TV work, I've done like a bunch of things. So confidence was never the issue. I think it was more about the direction of where it was going or what I was doing with it. And then being a PT, I talk to people every day. Like I coach adults, coach children, and you have to kind of have like a tone or a base or a level or a way that you portray yourself. And with that, I think, again, everything I'm already doing is in the same direction, building me up for something bigger. And at that time, not knowing what it was, and then suddenly Runnpac happens, and it's like the perfect opportunity to take the drama skill, the coach,
Bro, I was thinking that
everything that I've been working on for the last 10 years of my life, since secondary school into college, into university, into my young adulthood, and then now being this community leader within Runnpac. So doing Runnpac then just helps me feel more solidified and more purposeful in what I'm doing, as opposed to like more confident. I wouldn't say I'm any more confident than I was in the beginning. I'm just more established. Yeah, that's the way I would.
But you see how everything actually aligns. Like,
100%.
That's crazy. Like, transferable skills are so important.
Because when you're in it, I think, and you're doing things, whatever those things might be, you don't know where they're going to take you. Like, even now, having Runnpac is still part of the story. So 5-10 years from now, I don't know where this Runnpac thing is going to take me again. And there's no finish line. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's no outcome that's fixed. It's just continuation. It's like getting to the end of GTA and just keep playing. Just doing the random bits, the side quest, the next bit. You just keep playing. Like, the hours are just spinning on and on and on. And that's essentially where I'm at now. I'm just like spinning and moving in a positive way, waiting for the next thing to get into, which is lit.
That's actually a great story, you know. Just to see how everything you've done in the past has brought you here today, and all of those skills that you literally use them to this day. You know what I mean? So being a runner, can I call you a runner? You're a runner. Or...
I mean, I guess so. I do more running now than I do gym. So yeah.
Because I remember you saying that you missed the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Because you and Jamal were proper heavy on this gym thing, innit?
I still love the gym thing.
And now you're just more...
I was listening to the other episode with, was it Calvin and not Calvin, I forgot the name. Montel and the other two. And they were talking about weights and this and lifting and this and that. And it was taking me back and I was thinking, I miss those days because like, I was never the biggest, and because I'm tall, I'm slim, but my weight is heavier because of my length. So when I was lifting and training properly, I was around 96 to 98k. Like these days, I'm around 90k because I'm skinny and that sucks. All this running has got me down. But back then, I missed it. I used to walk into the gym and collect all the plates, all the 20 plates, walk around, just grabbing plates from everywhere. Everyone was thinking, rack up 4 plates on each side. That's 180 kg squat for reps, up to 10, 200 kg squat back then for like 4 or 5 reps. Deadlift was never really my thing. I'd get to like 200, 220 max, but I always could say that I had squat work on lock. And I used to love that. And then I got an injury which kind of came out of nowhere because I was always safe when I was lifting. And I always do my mobility. I do yoga. I do everything. But some shit just happens. And I randomly, and due to obviously sort of compounding effects on my body from whenever it was or whatever it was, I had 2 discs in my lower back that sort of pronated and kind of flattened. So one random day I did like a jump. I was teaching a class actually. I just did like a little jump squat, and as I come down, I felt like a pop situation, and like my back felt so stiff and uneasy. And I've been there before because I've had that same feeling before, but this was very different. And from my last feeling, I like lost sensation in my legs, and I couldn't walk for like an hour. The last time it happened. So when it happened this time, and this would have been 2023, straight to A&E. But I knew what was coming. And I'm in the middle of my gym teaching a class, and I'm thinking, I'm not about to be laid out on the floor like a waste in front of all these mums and dads and so and so. So I've locked off the class. I said, you lot, like, I'm done. I need to go. And I walked to my staff room or whatever, got inside, rolled over onto the ground, done. And I was there for like an hour. Couldn't get up. And like one of my...
Was you panicking or you was like...
Because
you knew...
I wasn't really panicking because I knew what it was to a degree. I think I've been here before. I know what this is. But I just don't know if it's going to pass. Because it felt different from the first time. It felt a lot more intense. It felt way more serious. It was painful. The first time it was like just a bit shocking. This time it was like genuinely painful. I was just there thinking, I'm actually cooked. And I'm cooked for nothing. I did like a fucking air squat. And my body's failed me like this. And I thought, no, this is moist. You know, like when you go through the movie, like you have the baddest guy and then he gets done by his girlfriend or something. It's like stupid shit like that. And I was like, nah. I'd rather die underneath the squat rack with all the weight on my back than do a little baby squat and then I'm cooked and I'm out of the game. So then my client managed to get to the room before the door closed because it's like a pin closed room. And then she chilled with me and then she took me to A&E. She took me to A&E like that day. And then we did an x-ray and they were like, boom, the 2 C's, I didn't forget, but like the 2 lower discs at the base of my spine completely gone, flat. Prolapse, and I was like, fuck.
Was there any sort of like, obviously they done the x-rays and whatnot, did they tell you how, like, is there any prevention?
So
like,
essentially what they said is, so as people who like, even like me and you for instance, as guys who go to the gym, you know, athletic, we have like what's called an abnormal spine or an abnormal skeletal structure, which is basically based on the stress you put on your body by working out. So when you work out, it's positive, but it also has its negatives. Some things you can't control. And sometimes you overload or you do excessive work. And I used to train hard all the time. Like safely, and I do mobility and stuff, but I'm still training hard. And when you do it, things happen. Your body shifts, things change. And I always had like a weaker right hip. like my right quad is smaller than my left quad, for instance, and that's because of the weakness in my right hip. So all these things build up over time, and it's never like, it never tends to be, like I said, the 8 plates that you're squatting in the gym. It's the time you reach to pick up your keys or a pencil and you get cooked. And that was my situation. And he basically said that, yeah, all the like training you've done, some of it has had some adverse effects on your spine, and like loading horizontal, like from that position vertically, like with squats, deadlifts, lunges, that type of thing, causes like a weird sort of movement in your spine, which is basically affecting you as you train, as you move, as you lift. And then he said to me, basically like, you can never train again. Like you can never lift weights.
I feel like doctors say that quite a lot.
Doctors talk shit, and I'll be real, and I don't blame them.
It's so negative, though.
I don't blame them because there's like a spreadsheet, and it's like a tick box. It's like you go into the doctors, and it's like, because you have to see so many people, you have to break it down in a certain way. You can't always go into so much depth with someone because you either waste time or you spend too much time. You have all these people you have to deal with in the NHS, but then when you go private, you get your personal, you get your real assessment, and they tell you what's up. So I get it, and with me, essentially, which he's right to say, because technically lifting weights is the problem. But what they should be teaching you or explaining to you is how to sort of manage the weight you're lifting, or adapt your training, or make changes to what you're doing, or reverse engineer the process in it. So maybe go away from loading yourself by barbell and squat, and maybe moving into some progressive lifting, like body weight, like even calisthenics or something like that. Using your own body weight and your own strength to make you stronger, as opposed to axle loading heavily, and causing all these potential issues to yourself. But he's just like, boom, don't lift, you can't lift weights again. You can do burpees and stuff, but you can't do anything else. I was looking at him, I was like,
how did that make you feel?
Bro, I'll be real here. I've actually never said this to anybody. He said it to me, and my heart dropped for a second. And I literally felt like I wanted to cry when he said it. And I was like I was silent like that. I was just like,
what are you telling me right now?
I looked at him and I was like, wait, what do you mean? And he was like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, are you being serious? And I was laughing. I was like, "You being serious? Like, for real?" And he was like, "Blah blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Alright, cool, no problem." That's what I said. I said, "Fair, no problem." I just wanted to leave because I thought, you're chatting shit and you're not helpful. I'm gonna go speak to someone else. Because you clearly ain't got the answers. You know what I'm trying to say. And then, I got up, I left, I went and got a private consultation, I did another x-ray, did an ultrasound, and they just explained to me, like, what was going on, what areas were messed up, and, like, what I should consider doing. And it's all stuff that I already do. So I just kind of made and then this was, like, when Fabian got in contact with me about getting into running. And I couldn't run that week, and I had a race booked that I never did, that I forfeited because I couldn't run. It was the same week of the race that the injury happened. And all the impact from stepping was like slapping against
that
back.
That would have finished you.
Exactly, so I couldn't do it. And I kind of just had to accept that, okay, I'm not going to do that. I can still lift and train, but I have to train differently. And it was hard to adjust to knowing that I wasn't going to be as strong as I was. I wasn't going to lift as heavy as I was or do the same things that I was. And that's a very hard adjustment. And I don't think I've even adjusted to it today. But that's the reason why I'm so more into running now. Because my whole thing is movement. I enjoy moving and using my body, whether it's gym, yoga, Pilates, running, tennis, football, basketball, it doesn't matter. I just enjoy being active and doing stuff. So I've had to switch from gym into running, but I still want to be into gym. So it's just kind of working out how and where.
That's a crazy story, you know. But cool. So since you started running, how has your training changed from before you was running?
So
what's
like
the difference?
Main thing is just like frequency. So I would train legs like 3 days a week. Then upper body like twice. Never really used to run, so it didn't really matter what I was doing. Then I started running 2 to 3 days a week because I had track, I had Sunday runs, and I'd have a long run. Then for like the last 8 to 10 months, I've always been training for a race. So I've been getting in more frequency out there. And then I started to develop like little stress on the knee, little stress on the hips, IT band, lower back, shit.
Running
like that.
comes with a lot of injuries.
Running comes with baggage, but only if you don't prepare properly ahead of time. And I tell these all the time. Like, I got guys in my club who started running yesterday and are doing half marathons by the weekend. And it's like, bro. The only reason why they do it is because physically there's no stoppage on your ability to run.
Yeah.
In the gym, you can't just be putting plates on and lifting them.
Yeah.
You don't have the physical strength
Yeah,
to do it.
it's true.
There's a stoppage on your physical ability to lift and be strong and be productive in the gym.
Yeah.
You don't have when you're running.
Yeah,
All you have to do when you're running is put one foot in front of the other.
The only
and when
thing
you
is fatigue, innit? That you get tired.
And you can work through that though.
Yeah, you
Or
can.
you can pause and go again. But no matter what you do today in the gym, if you can't lift 100 today, you won't lift
That's it. Yeah, you won't lift it.
You can't lift it tomorrow. You won't lift it tomorrow. You're cooked until you build your strength for it. But there's no stoppage in terms of your ability with running. So people just take it to the extreme and do more than they need to, and then they get injured. But since then, like I'm super chill. Like I probably run the least out of everyone who runs, and I still do pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I train well in the gym. Like my training's adapted now, so I do a lot of single leg stuff, do a lot of core strength stuff, hip flexor stuff. Make sure all the stuff I need to run and move with is strong and capable.
Yeah.
And then when I am running, like I stick to a pace that's sensible, as best as I can. And that's that.
So what's your split like?
During the week now, I would say, do you know what? In the last, I'll be real though, because I've done London and Hackney back to back, these last 2 marathons and halves, I've just been chilling. The last 3 weeks, I don't think I've been gym once.
Cool. So all right, give us an idea of
I would do 2 runs a week, one on a Thursday, one on a Saturday.
Yeah.
The run is a speed run, so intervals on the track on a Thursday. The Saturday will be a long run, anything from 10 to 25k on the road.
Yeah.
Then during the week, I do at least 2 leg days because I always prioritize legs because I never had them when I started. So
Yeah.
that was like my goal. See serious quads, all of that jazz. So 2 leg days, 2 upper, but I mix between doing like some full body and then a lower or whatever. But I'm always gonna try and hit legs twice a week.
Okay.
Priorities.
Yeah,
I'm not an aesthetic guy anymore.
Ain't you? I'm the complete opposite.
You got them fake breasts.
Man said I got the fake breast. What did you say? You said you man was saying that I wear a suit.
That you slap on like that. They said that you wear the sumo suit.
Hey, don't kill me.
Oh my god. That is fucking jokes. Oh,
no, that's too funny, bro.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
But what? Cool. So 2 upper bodies, 2 leg day sessions. Do you go heavy in the gym or you keep it a bit?
I go my heavy now.
Yeah.
It's not the same as before.
Yeah.
But, I manage. I try and get the reps in though. I try and focus on hypertrophy a lot. Everything right now is about building muscle.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna get sucked, which I am, like skinny and whatever now, because I keep running and losing weight, then I might as well look good at the same time.
Yeah,
I might as well
I
get
hear
a
it
little
still.
bit of muscle. So I keep my weight like to like a 70-75% in terms of like intensity for me, and then I keep my rep range high, like 8 to 12, so I can really work on building some muscle.
Yeah.
But then every now and then when I squat or deadlift, if I deadlift, which is rarely, I'll do a heavier set so I can still get strong.
Yeah.
Same way when I bench, try and do a heavier set so I can get a bit strong because being weak is dead.
I think leg day is extremely important when running.
Yeah.
I meet a lot of people that they complain. To be fair, it happens to me, but when I'm running, it's less I get tired cardio-wise.
Yeah.
It's mostly like
The
my
legs feel
legs
weak,
actually get tired.
Yeah.
And since I started, like I do Cali in it, so I don't really lift weights too much. Of recently, I've been doing a lot of weights on my legs.
Yeah.
And my running's improved.
Yeah.
Like I can run for longer. I feel more comfortable when running.
Yeah.
So would you say that running, doing a leg day is super essential for runners?
Even when I never used to run and I started running, I was always okay because I had legs.
Because you had legs.
Because before that, I'd built my whole training was around strong legs, strong hamstrings, strong quads. So even as I get tired in my lungs, my legs could
Your
always
legs
carry
can
me.
go, see.
And at the end of any run or any distance, I can always power out something left, and it's because I had strong legs.
I need to get to that, bro.
Like at the end of the day, you're running, you're using your legs, right?
Yeah, it makes
they
sense.
have to be strong, both like physically and then your endurance level as well. Not necessarily size or anything, but they just have to be capable of going the distance.
Yeah.
So that you're cooked.
No, for real. What about I hear a lot of people getting lower back injuries when they're running.
Yeah,
That's very, very common.
I feel like it's an impact thing. Because there's a lot of impact going on when you run, like foot to the ground. All that pressure goes straight up and that's why you get a lot of people with shin splints as well.
Yeah.
Goes straight up the shins, into the knees, sometimes into the hips. A lot of people's problems is just they, like, without sounding mean, lots of people are just weak. And when I say weak, I mean everyone trains like their basics in like their 5 compounds, right?
Yeah.
But then the attachment to those compounds are heavily neglected.
Yeah.
I.e., some of the guys that do the pull, like, I feel like a lot of Cali guys might end up with like shoulder pains.
100%.
And shoulder
bro.
injury.
I've had it. I've been there, bro.
Because they don't train their rotator cuff.
Yeah.
So you got small muscles adjacent to your larger muscles, but everyone trains your larger muscles, your mirror facing muscles, your forward facing muscles, your pecs, like your fake ones. And then they neglect like rare delts or even lateral or even like I said, your rotator cuff.
No, that's so true. That's so true.
Likewise, in the legs, people can train, let's say, the quads and the hammies, but then men as well, neglect the glutes.
Yeah.
The glutes are like, they fire for you when you're running. They give you that power for your sprinting and stuff like that. Hip flexor muscles, the IT band, all of that jazz. But it's also education, though. A lot of people just don't know this stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know this stuff either when I started.
And you know what? That's what I hope my podcast can actually do.
Yeah.
Like, I actually hope it can educate people from, well, everybody, but I'd say people from our background.
Yeah.
Because
Because that's a big
there's
deal.
a lot, like, when I go onto YouTube and I want to hear about fitness and whatnot, it comes from people that I don't really relate to.
Yeah.
And it usually comes from like maybe proper professional doctors and stuff like that. But it's nice to just hear it on a basic level, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's good to hear it without all the jargon, without all the technical language sometimes, because I think it's easy to be, I use the word intimidated, but not in the like scared on the street way, but it's easy to be put off by things.
Yeah.
And when someone doesn't look like you, they don't resonate with you, and then they're speaking at you differently from what you're used to, you could turn off.
Yeah.
You can switch off easily. You can consider like other things. And I think when you have guys like us, just normal men, essentially, guys in your space doing what you do and just teaching you about it from their experience, which is likely to be your experience as well.
Correct.
It's easier.
Much easier, bro.
Yeah.
Much easier, man. So, going back to like Runnpac, what are the sort of challenges that you faced whilst building that community?
Do you know what? Yeah, what I find so funny that I'm very grateful for is as mad, like, there are things, there's always stuff, but it's been sweet.
Is it?
I can't lie to you, bro.
It's looked like it. I'll be real.
It's been so, to a degree, but it's been so peaceful, so fluid, so easily flowing. And I think that's just due to what the three of us were able to establish in the beginning. And everyone was on the same vibe and energy, and like the priorities were to be professional, to be consistent, and just to be serious.
Yeah.
And in that professional, it's like having a structure. In being consistent, it's like being the three faces you see every week. I don't even know what word I used last, but like in that, it was like being just working on being good yourself, so that no one could say anything against you.
Yeah.
Like Jay, out of the three of us, Jay was probably the strongest in terms of like running ability.
Yeah.
But all of us could do everything in terms of all the pace groups, and stuff like that. And that was important too, because there's no one leader or one person to look out for, right? So it's important that everybody, we're all different, of course, but ability-wise And again, ability wise, we're all very different too. But we can all do what the other person can do to a degree. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
To a degree. Like, and that was very important. So being like that from the beginning just made everything else flow. And like I was on a panel talk once and I was talking about how like you create stuff here and you create it like even this podcast. You're creating this podcast thinking, boom, I want it to be this way because I want to interview Stephen Bartlett or this, that or the other, blah, blah, blah. And the truth is, not that you won't get it, but the likelihood of you getting that is far removed. And that's not a bad thing. The thing is though, when you create stuff that you like think is aspiring for someone who's greater and better, you don't always get that person because they're already there, right?
True.
Cool. What you do get is everybody else who wants to be in the same position as you. And I said that in this panel talk. I was like, like when Runnpac started, I was even the person who was like, this is just going to be like some elite crew, strong runners, this, that and the other, just man them, like, because that's where we were, that's what we were doing, that's what it was at the time. I had no issue with that. And as soon as you kind of did it, then all of a sudden there was all these girls who had never run before. Yeah. And it was like the first time we had girls in the club and it's like, none of them had ever run before. We'd taken them on a 12K for their first run. For their first run, taking them on a 12K.
Trenches.
But they did it.
Yeah, no,
and they
that's
came
wonderful.
through. And it's like, that's what I mean. You set the bar up here thinking that you're going to meet people up here and you don't. You meet everybody here and you bring them up to the level with you. Yeah. And that's what it's been like. It's
funny that you said that because I actually wanted to touch on that because Runnpac is super inclusive. How did you lot do that? Is this just a word of mouth thing or?
I feel like going back to what I said in the beginning about setting like professional tone, structure, performance-based stuff, you just like, it's like a blurb on a book. You have a description of what your product is and people buy into it. Yeah. Like full stop. You say what Runnpac is. Runnpac is a community that's based on performance, passion, growing, right? Yeah. That's the blurb. That's the information.
Heavy on
and
the
then
growing,
you read that and you're like, all right, cool. I want to grow. So this is where you are. Other person reads it and says, I'm all about performance. I want to be the fastest runner there is. And there's a space for you in 4:30 to be the fastest runner there is. But then there's a space for you in 6:30 to meet new people and have a good time and just like conversate with people and have a soft run around the track. Yeah. And you're done.
And be fitted. And get fit at the same time.
Get fitter. Yeah. And then realize, I also want to be the fastest person in the building. And then you move up. And I think the thing we did really good was having a slow that's not slow, because 6:30 is fast to some people.
Bro, it is.
And a lot of men as well. It's not about girls and stuff. We're talking about guys here as well. A lot of guys struggle at that pace as well. Yeah, whether they look like, men look like us, like we look like reasonably fit guys, and they still struggle at that pace. So it's not all about this visual perception. So what we kind of had, and we did well, was have a strong, supposedly weaker pace, which was 6:30. And then 5:30 was your interim, and 4:30 was your progressive. Yeah. And it just gives you that. It's like ABC. Yeah, literally. Or like, red, green, orange, like whatever you want.
And I love that, to be honest. Yeah.
It's like, it's a pathway to move along. And that's what I think brings people into it. You know 100%. That there's progression, but there's also a pit stop for you to like stay there if you want to.
Just take it easy for a bit. Like when I first joined, I was 5:30.
Yeah, I know.
Last time I came, 4:30 blitz in it, bro. I was gassed as well, like it felt amazing, bro. Like I'm showing people, it was even 4:24. I said, come on, bro, what's the next group?
Literally.
What's the next set? Hey, trust me, bro. So that progression thing is actually great for the mental, like to know that you can, because I don't know about everybody else, but me personally, like even for my work situation, if I can't see that I can progress, I don't want to be there anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, I like to know that I can get better. Yeah. And there's something waiting for me when I get better. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It does a lot for your ego. Just does a lot for you, man. Literally. So let's talk about your marathons, half marathons now. So the last one you done was a half marathon, right?
Last one I done was half. That was Hackney on the, whatever date that was, May 18th. And then 3 weeks before that was London Marathon on April 27th.
Let's start about the marathon because that was big drip. I see, big up the man them. A lot of the man them was there. Looked like they went through a war by the end of it, Trust me, I'm going to do a marathon next year as well, guys.
Inshallah.
Like, trust me, I need to do it because I can't lie. after you lot finished, there was a sense of like, you lot felt good.
Bro, it's achievement.
Yeah, bro. Like, and I felt it for you. Like, I was happy for you. I felt like I'd run the marathon. Bro, I was thinking, no, man, you lot done your thing. Like, well done.
There are a few things I think about, like every day / every week, and this is one of them. I think about London Marathon all the time. I'll never forget for so many different reasons. One, because of all the work that I put in, how hard it was to do the work with my friends and all these other guys that I made serious like connections with, and then the preparation for it that week, the things we did in the build up to it, the things I achieved because I decided to do it. Like I more or less like got involved and signed the deal with On because of me doing the London Marathon.
Sick,
like
bro.
Everything that is kind of brought to me, and then more importantly, doing my first marathon in London, where I live, running past areas that I've been
chilling in, like,
I've caused trouble all over these roads in London, and then I'm running through the same street, like with my friends as well, Jamel, Kamzi, fucking Raf. Everyone was
big up the man.
Literally, obviously Albert couldn't make it for that one, but like literally everybody was in this run with me, and I ran past all of them, not in a bad way, as in like I ran and I saw people,
saw them like,
and I clocked guys, and I was stabbing people, and I was moving along the track, seeing all my friends. Bro, it was fucking sick.
Nah, bro.
And it's like when it was done, and then the cheer zone that I had set up as well with Runnpac and all of that, and I've done cheer zones with Runnpac before. I did big half, and it was great. And going past London, it was really very definitive, because I really saw it as this is my shit. Like, this is what I put together.
That cheer zone.
Hey, serious.
I thought I was in the carnival.
Bro, it was motive, bro.
Bro, like I got there and I was overwhelmed.
Bro, they were going so ham.
It was mad.
That they almost forgot to cheer some of the people who were left
Bro.
from Runnpac.
Oh yeah.
A couple of people got missed out because they were turning up
they
so
were
much.
Turning up, bro.
They were turning up. But it was great.
Nah, it was a great atmosphere, man.
I do it every year, man. I can't lie.
Is it?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm there next year, 100%.
Mad PB next year, though.
Is it? What did you get this time?
3.5 hours. Well, 3:34. I would like to do close to 3:20. But I'm also going to take the training seriously next year. This year, I only ran, I did like one run a week.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I did my long run only.
Hey, that's great, though.
I did my long run only, and I did track sessions, but track wasn't like tailored to my program.
Yeah.
So it was just random running. Yeah. I did one serious run a week, so I need to do at least 2 to 3.
At 3:20, you'll get it then. 100%.
I'll get it.
100%.
No, I will.
150%, man.
I'm gonna get skinnier though.
So talk to us about the build up leading up into the marathon. How did you train? What was your nutrition like?
Fair. So I started my long runs in November for the marathon that was in April, but my program started in January when I got back from Houston. So I did like 3 long runs in London before I went to Houston. They were like 20 to 24K with a couple friends. And then I messaged a couple people and basically said how my plan now is to, get into this running thing, but I need some people with me. Because I never intended to do London in the first place. Yeah. But because they gave tickets to my community, I had to do it, obviously. Like, got to lead by example. But if I never had the guys that I was running with, I can't lie, it would have been worse, or I wouldn't have even done it. Yeah. Like I would have done barely any training and just showed up on the day. Yeah. But I was happy to have the guys that I was with. So we set out to run every Saturday on program. So distances from 14 up to 34K every single week on program all the way through. So that was like my running program. In the gym, I would do, again, like at least 3 days a week in the gym. Most of it was full body because I was running a lot. Working a lot, I was doing brand stuff. I was like very busy, so I couldn't. I had to get where I can get. And my gym workouts were all like unilateral, single leg stuff, lots of rehab stuff, lots of stuff to make sure that I didn't feel any pain when I was running. Yeah. Then nutrition wise, I'll be real. I don't eat mad at all, but I don't eat the way maybe you'd think someone who's doing the things I'm doing should eat. Yeah. I'm very clean with what I eat. Like I eat a lot of fish, chicken. I don't really eat beef, so I don't really eat red meat like that. Yeah. Lots of vegetables, spinach, broccoli, carrots. That's my main stuff. Yeah. Onions and pepper and mushroom and that's all the friable stuff. So I don't really count that too much because you fry it, you burn all your nutrients out of it, innit?
Yeah, it's true.
But lots of egg. I eat bread. I'm easy. Like when I go out, I eat whatever. If I'm gonna go out, I spend money. I want to eat well. I eat whatever. I don't care. But in my house, rice, pasta, sweet potato, white potato sometimes, mainly sweet potato, and then everything else I mentioned, and that's like 4 or 5 meals a day. Because I'm very active, I need lots of calories, and like even more calories now to get any more weight on, which isn't really working, but still.
So in the build up to the marathon, I know that a lot of runners do a carb load.
Yeah.
Week, 2 weeks sometimes.
No, more like that week.
That week.
More like that week and the last few days of that.
Could you just explain what a carb load is?
So a carb load is like I even kind of have to backdoor it. So basically, like, you know when you eat I'll go to protein first and then carbs after. So with protein and people trying to build muscle and strength, the advice is to eat anything. So that the metrics are like 0.8 grams of protein to up to 1.7 grams of protein per body weight of your mass. Yeah. So I'm 90k right now, and if I'm trying to put on weight, like excessive weight, I want to eat the higher end of the protein, which is 1.7 grams times 90k, which is my body weight, which is whatever that is. And that's like the minimum amount of protein I should be eating per day. Similar with carb loading, there's another metric, there's another like explanation for numbers that I don't have, but you're going to do the same thing. You're typically going to eat like, let's say, a third more carbohydrates that you do eat on a regular during that week, getting ready for your marathon. And the reason why is because you want to kind of fuel up, have a lot of energy in your body, lots of fibrous foods in your body that can be slow releasing through your run. Because even to run for 2 hours, whether it's fast or slow, it's a long time to exercise. And you need to have like storage of energy working through. So again, to run for 3.5 hours, which I did, again, a long time to exercise. And as you run, you're sweating, you know, you're breathing, you're just moving your body, you're burning through calories anyway. So that's the storage that you get from carb loading. But then even whilst you run, some people fuel up on the go. And you do this with like gels or like actual food. Some people are used to eating food and running. That's
a couple of the man was eating donuts.
I don't blame them. Like, I had a moment where it wasn't a donut, it was Lucozade, but I knew that I shouldn't have taken it.
I heard it gives you a stitch.
Oh, bro. The Lucozade in every race has something in it that isn't good because it cooks you every single time.
It just tastes good in the moment, innit?
You need it. Yeah. Like, bro, I'm in this race. I'm struggling. I think I was at like 34k. It was dark. It was getting so dark. I was just like running with my head down. And I saw the aid station and Lucozade is coming up. And my mouth is dry. And I'm looking at it and I'm like,
nah, I'll get one.
I gotta get that. And I knew exactly what it was gonna do to me because as soon as I backed it, stitch, gone, cooked.
Crazy.
But I needed it. I was so cooked.
What do you think is probably because there's such a spike of sugar?
I think so.
It must be, bro.
I don't know.
It's mental because I've heard about that.
Yeah, like, some scientists
typically the Lucozade. We need someone in the comments to give us an explanation about this.
Honestly, that stuff cooks you, but I needed it. Yeah, bro, I'm in this run and people are falling left and right. Like, I'm all like, bro, is there a sniper in the crowd?
Oh, it's a war zone out
it's
there.
A war zone. There was a part in you know when you drive to Canary, there's that under that little bro, it was like a triage. There was people laid out. Everyone was dead. I said, bro, I'm running like goon. I looked to my left. Dead guys there. One guy just fell in front of me. I'm all looking to the crowd, waiting to see where the sniper is. I'm thinking, you're not getting me. Like,
marathon,
bro,
mix of emotions easy. Because I'm seeing people crying. I'm seeing people smiling. Bro. I'm seeing people nipples bleeding. that got me. Marathon. Oh my gosh.
I'm not even gonna say his name, but one of the man them still, bro, childish.
People's nipples.
How's your nipple bleeding for, man?
Bleed.
Fucking childish, man.
How does that happen for the purpose of the podcast?
No, it's chafing. It's
oh like, my gosh!
It's the material rubbing against skin.
Like,
I had the same thing. I had chafing between my thighs, but it was insane. But it was like my chafe was insane. My chafe was like someone run a knife across across my leg.
Is it?
I was cut from like left to right on both sides.
So what'd you do? You got baby powder up?
Bro, you have to use like a balm or a Vaseline or a baby powder,
gosh.
some kind of lubricant. Like,
Can you imagine?
Peak.
All this just to run, you
Just
know?
to run. No one's paying you as well, you know.
No one's paying you.
No one's paying you as well.
Just to run.
It's just you.
It's a
and
war
yourself.
zone.
For nothing.
Like,
Just for a photo.
Some people, they put tape on their
like the little nipple thing that the girls began out.
Yeah. The marathon is a madness.
But like we say that, but we started this conversation bigging up the fact that
no.
You know what I'm trying to say? So
if you're gonna go through that
Yeah.
and you're not getting paid, big you up, man.
Big you up.
Because mentally, you love it.
Fucking
You're,
love it.
you're a fucking psychopath.
You actually love it. Like, that's just the truth. Bro, and I love it. I can't lie. Yeah, I'm there. I'm one of those guys. I love
Crazy
it.
guy.
I'll do it again. As soon as I was done, I kid you not, I hated the last half of that run. Not even the half, just the last 12K. It was hell. And as soon as I crossed the line, I said, I'm doing this again.
Yeah.
Immediately. I said, I'm doing this again, straight away.
Not even when you got to the man them and your
Like, I
friends
crossed the line and I stopped, pulled my handbrake up immediately. I stopped. I was like, yeah, boom. Sat down on the ground right there. Some woman came up to me. She was like, oh, you want to move because people might step over you. I was like, let them. I said, let them.
Like, just leave me, bro. I just ran.
Here.
How many kilometers? 42 kilometers. Leave me.
Like, you're actually saying stuff that I don't like care about right now. Then they got me up and I moved around the corner. I went straight back to the floor. One woman beside me was like shivering, hyperventilating. I said, listen,
I need to do it though.
Today's not my day to be Superman.
Yeah.
I've done all I could do. I'm going to sleep. I laid on the ground.
Is it?
I lay on the ground there for an hour. I waited for my brother to come get me.
I swear.
I was cooked.
I need to do it. It sounds crazy that I'm hearing all of this and I'm saying I need to do it.
But it's lit.
But yeah, like it seems
I
lit.
get to tell this story.
Yeah.
I've told this story a million times, like different ways to every single person. And I always tell it, there's always something that I haven't said that I can say in the next conversation. And it's just sick.
So building off that, yeah, what do you think is harder, a marathon or a high rocks?
I think a marathon is harder.
Yeah. To be fair, it's a general consensus. A lot of people.
I think even a half. I think even a half marathon
be harder than high rocks.
Because I did Hackney. So I did London, then I did Hackney 3 weeks after. I did London in 3 hours and 30 minutes with a pace of 5 minutes and 1 second.
That's cold,
per kilometer,
bro.
basically.
That is cold.
And then I did my half marathon 3 weeks later with a pace of 4 minutes 15 seconds.
Oh my
an hour and a half. So I've been trying for the last 12 months to basically do a 1:30/90 minute half marathon. So I got it the other day. But you have to remember, it's not about whether, one's longer than the other. One is more intense than the other.
But yeah.
I'm running shorter distance, yes, but with almost a minute like difference in the speed that I'm running at. So from the beginning, it's fast. When I started my marathon, my first kilometers were like 4 minutes 55 seconds, and they were around that area. When I started the half marathon, my first kilometers were like 4 minutes 6 seconds, and they had to stay there for the whole thing. So it's different gravy. I'm not saying the high rocks ain't hard. Like, working out is working out. Everything's hard. I think it's just managing your heart rate. That's what a lot of people don't know how to do. Even me, within running, managing your heart rate, managing your pace is very key. In the high rocks, it's the same thing. If you manage your pace in your high rocks, you can enjoy it. If you manage your pace in a half marathon, you can enjoy it. It'll still be tough. You can enjoy it. It was hard for me to do this half, but my pace was actually very managed. I had 4 stitches that was fucking me during the race. But then
4 stitches, sorry.
Like 1, 2, all the way up to my fucking nipple, bro. And it was doing me up. And then I recovered. I was like, come, let's go, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's go, let's get it done. But when you don't manage your pace, anything can be hard.
Yeah.
Bro, 30-meter sprint can be hard.
True.
Like, you literally asked me, what's harder, 30 meters or a marathon? 30 meters could have been harder than a marathon because of like not managing your pace. Yeah. You just have to be sensible.
Yeah, no, true.
Yeah,
true.
I don't think they're comparable, though, I'll be real.
You don't think?
Nah, not really. They're different stuff, innit?
They're very different stuff.
Very
Obviously,
different
they're
stuff.
just both very intense.
Yeah.
Very intense.
Would you do it?
Yeah, I need to do. I want to do a high rocks. I need to do a marathon. Fair. I need to get serious about my training more. Like I need to kind of.
What about some of these pull and pull competitions?
I mean, I don't really see too many competitions. There's a lot of
more
events.
Like the meetups and stuff.
Yeah, they have events and meetups and people showcase.
I didn't know a guy, but I followed the guy who he did a competition at like a green gym called Gravity. It was like a max dip test and a max push up and a max pull up.
I think
test,
in
like
the UK there are a few groups that do endurance based Cali events.
Okay,
but I mostly see Cali events that are like people showcasing how crazy handstands and all of that stuff.
Are you confident? Do you feel like
endurance based? Right now, I would say I'm not ready to compete. Yeah, but I definitely could.
Are you? Have you got skill now as well? Do you feel confident in that?
Skills ain't the best. I kind of parted ways with trying to practice skills because it intervened with my training too much.
Because I was gonna ask, like, what's your priority now within calisthenics? Like how you lift, or how you work out. Are you obviously you said skills is something that you parted with, but what's your intention with where you would take your ability to?
My priority is just more or less muscular endurance, So literally, I'd like to do like a press up competition or something like that. That's my priority. But I'd say nowadays as well, I'm more focused on being like a hybrid athlete. Yeah. So I want to be able to run. I want to be able to do. I mean, it sounds cool, man. It sounds cool. But I want to be able to run. I want to be able to do Cali. I want to be able to lift quite heavy relative to my size and my weight.
Get you.
And yeah, man, I want to be able to do it all. I want to start cycling as well. Fair. That's actually something I want to start doing.
Lots of people cycle.
Is it?
I can't back that one, but still.
Why not?
I can't buy the Velcro.
I
spent enough money on other
I'm not gonna lie, the cycling for that, I'm not gonna go mad though. You know me, I'm gonna jump on the Carrera and just keep it old school, bro. I'm not buying all of that mad drip.
I can't buy the Velcro.
Carbon fiber bikes and
bro, start hanging my bike on the wall.
It's a car. You can buy a car with some of the price of these bikes.
You buy everything. Nah, man, it's insane.
Too much, yeah.
It's absolutely
I ain't looking to do it like that still. But cool. So let's talk about on Ambassador. Like, how did that happen?
So I started doing a friend of mine, a lovely girl called Ore, started working with On sometime last year, and then obviously she saw the stuff that I was doing with Runnpac, and she got in contact to get us to do like a project with On, which kind of it was a bit delayed, but then it happened. It happened in December last year, which was just like a little run activation, come through, bring products, have a vibe, do a talk, little panel situation, blah, blah, blah. And it was good. And for me, personally, towards the end of the year, I was looking at myself thinking, I've done what I need to do in terms of establishing what's going on with Runnpac and whatnot. Yeah. But I was giving it like tons of energy. And Runnpac is a thing run by myself and others. Yeah. I got to focus on myself too.
A bit, yeah, facts.
Like Fabian used to say that to me all the time. He said, you need to like pat on yourself. Like you're more important than anything else. You always got to do you before you do others. But I care about things and I care about people. Yeah. And I like to help where I can and put my effort into other things. Yeah. But he was right. So boom, I was like, all right, cool. Let me focus on me a little bit. So I just started to build my relationships with these people in the on space and whatnot. And then we entered into a second project that we did in January. Yeah. So I leaded that project. Like I brought good energy, good vibes to it. Like we had good debrief and everyone loved the situation. And then from there, I kind of was speaking to a couple of people again within the head office, this, that, and the other. And they basically like made it aware to me that they want me to like get involved with On at a different level, i.e. ambassador level. So I went through like the process and everything, spoke with a few people, kind of interviewed and stuff like that. And then come March, they basically like told me, yeah, man, you're our guy.
That's cold, bro.
That was that.
How did you feel when they told you?
I'll be real, yeah.
Did you know it was coming or?
Kinda.
You did, innit? You felt it.
It was, do you know what? I had another, so someone else approached me. Yeah. From another brand. And at that point, that's when I knew it was coming. Because I thought to myself, you know, like, I'm not little fish. I'm far from little fish. Yeah. But I'm just me. So for this other brand, which is a big brand as well, to approach me, but they just didn't align with me or running in that way.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't decide to go with them. But for them to approach me for seemingly out of nowhere, having never had any like communication and whatnot,
Yeah.
it actually made me think, right, like people must be looking at me.
Yeah, you're doing
taking
something
me
right.
seriously in what I'm doing, regardless of my following and this, that, and the other. Just like checking for me how I am and how I portray myself and what I deliver.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. If they're looking, then these must be
Football,
looking.
innit? The scouts are
Yeah,
looking.
one scout is looking,
Yeah,
another
one's looking,
somewhere.
100%.
So I was like, all right, cool, boom, this is making sense. So I said, all right, let me hold off on this. But I told them immediately, I was like, hey, there's people on my line.
Yeah.
Bring the readies.
Rightly so, man. Rightly so.
Other people on my line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, but
Yeah.
you got to do the
Yeah.
And then,
Should, bro.
And then, boom. And then I got it, and I was like, I didn't say this to many people, but I got it. To be fair, I shouldn't. No, fuck it. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah. But I got it, and I was like, all right, cool. It's time to work.
Yeah. That's
my thing is this. Again, going back to what I said about following and that, I'm not a superstar. I don't like the limelight. I'm not going to dance on the camera for you. I'm not the kind of gym guy back in the day that was like showing his abs and then doing the push-ups
like
and press-ups and shit. Basically, fake tits. But I'm not that type of person. But I know what I am and I know what I deliver.
Yeah.
And my whole idea was cool. I'm not about to like do something shiny for these lot. I'm just going to continue to be me.
Be yourself,
like,
yeah.
Preach my product and do what I do and run my company and run my business and do Runnpac and everything else that it is. And the first kind of thing I went into with On was opening the brand new store in Battersea Power Station.
Drip,
and that was me. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Like, that was actually a me thing. And it was very much like I'm in a space communicating with people, leading a situation, leading a run, leading a workout, bringing them back to the store, doing a grand opening. That's very much everything we spoke about from the beginning of this podcast in terms of drama skills, speaking skills,
on the main stage,
communicating, being on the main stage, knowing how to draw a crowd and bring them in, knowing how to tell a story. And that's what I do. And that's all I want to show. And obviously if they rock with it, they do. If they don't, all the best. It'll be a good year as we go through, and then we'll figure out what's next. But I'll never be upset about it because I didn't try and do anything stupid.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Scott, stay true to yourself, man. Literally. What advice could you give to people that are also trying to seek like a partnership or brand deal?
I think two things. One, and it's obvious, you have to have value. Like whatever that, you have to have value, real value. I'll get into both of these, but you have to have value, and you have to do the hours. I don't know whose quote it is, but there's that thing about 10,000
hours, yeah.
This, that, and the other, and it's very true. Because I'm not looking at this as I started Runnpac and now it's been 2 years since Runnpac and now I got a deal. I look at this more or less as the last 16 years from school to college to university to doing drama to doing this job, that job, to becoming a PT, to getting X amount of clients that I work with, to everything I've done has amounted to this one moment. And as we explained, everything I'll do from now will amount to the next moment.
Yeah,
so the 10,000 hours thing is a real deal. And you got to put in the work, and you can't just think because you're here in a space now that people have to recognize you or accept you or like you, because they don't. They don't. Like, they just don't. And it doesn't always work that way. And another thing to remember is that there's a lot that you can't control, being that, like, let's say me now, I'm on or whatever, I can come to this pod maybe and give you lot gear, right? If I choose to. Yeah. I don't have to. Yeah. And you might think, but I've been doing this pod for like the last 10 months and like anyone that comes here should be nicing me up. Yeah. I don't have to, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So I could, but I don't. So you have to really be doing something that makes me or the next person feel like they want to do that. Yeah. So going back to the value part of things, if you're a part of something, keep growing it, keep making it big, be consistent with what it is, and just don't stop. Because I was having another conversation today with these two girls about the same thing, and I was talking to them about like you can't just wait. Like, it's all good well and now being with On,
Yeah.
But I can't now just sit on my ass for this whole year.
Definitely
and just
not.
Be wearing
Got
kit.
a lot of work to do.
You know what I mean? And just be wearing kit and taking photos and whatnot. That don't mean anything. If you want stuff, you have to go and get stuff. And that sounds obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
All the best advice is the obvious stuff. Just keep doing shit progressively, consistently, and it'll get there. Mm-hmm. It'll get there. It should get there if you're doing it right.
If you're doing it right, yeah.
Yeah. That's my advice.
That's great advice.
Do the hours and bring value to what you're doing.
Great advice.
If you don't do those two things, then I don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm. True. I'm going to take that advice as well because honestly, that's the real shit, man. Yeah. You have to stay consistent. You have to bring value.
Yes.
You have to. It's a must.
Yes.
All right, cool. Before we start wrapping up, I wanted to ask, this is also for the purpose of the pod, for anyone, a beginner that is going to start long distance running, what advice would you give to them?
Beginners starting long distance running, I would say run slow and again consistency, but run slow because I think the reason why people like get deterred or even stop on the track and stuff like that is because they're chasing others, and it's not intentional. I think I said the same thing to you once. They're chasing people because they don't want to be at the back or they don't want to be last, but they're not understanding what their own pace is or their own capability is. And then someone who's running ahead of you, who's casually running.
Yeah, they're just, that's them.
That's them. And for you, that might be your
max.
That's your heavy, more intense run. You're wheezing. And it's like, just run your race. Like, I can't stress it enough. Run your race, run slow, get comfortable with running slow, because then you'll know how to increase your pace and you'll know what the next steps are. Outside of that, run consistently, because you can only get better at something you do regularly. Run 2 to 3 days a week, progressively increase your pace. Know that you can't increase it forever, so you're not going to go from 1K to 100K, but just like program it in it, like build up, go back down, go even further, go back down, go even further again, go back down, like that, steady.
You know what I'm loving, It reminds me of one time I was at Runnpac. Man was doing 430 group, ran past David Kessie. He's like, what? Like, nah, man. He's like, I need to pick up my pace. He joins us for like, bro, I swear that he joined us for like a minute, man.
Gets like that. Then
we turned back, the guy was gone, bro.
And it's like, you ruined your whole run.
And that, for me, I didn't even feel like I was pushing it. Do you get what I mean?
But like, boom, he's ruined the whole run.
Yeah, he finished himself.
In a minute.
Yeah,
and now he can't even finish the way he would normally finish.
Yeah, exactly that.
Burnt through everything. All his reserves, any energy that he had left, cooked.
That's the funniest thing. When I see guys, running with people is a very... it's a humbling experience.
Yeah, running is lit though.
It's funny. Like, it's mad. Because I see some people as well, they send it. Thinking it's going to make up for the time, like their time at the end. But then by the time they get towards the last K or two, bro, they're in trouble. Engine lights on.
Finish. Bro, when I did my first half marathon in Barcelona, I did the same thing.
Is it?
Like, I sent it.
I think that's crazy,
luckily
bro.
for me, it was like I was fit enough to make it work, innit?
Yeah.
But I sent it first 10K, out the gate. I did like 40 minutes or something, 42 minutes. Second 10K was like 55 minutes.
See?
But I still managed to do, if the maths is right, I did like an hour and 36 minutes total, innit?
Okay,
this is Barcelona 2024. But that's not the way you're supposed to.
It's not, man. It's got to be steady the whole way.
And you find that if you're steady for long enough, you'll recover at some point where you
towards the end, you can kind of up it.
And that's how you get the peak.
Because that last stretch in Greenwich, that's like
1.2K.
Bro,
that's
send it. That's when I try and send it, bro.
I think you send it to hell, just booming down the line. Like when I did Hackney, this one just went. My plan was 777. So the first 7K is about getting into a rhythm. The second 7K is adjusting down in the pace, so getting a little bit faster. The last 7K is racing all the way through, giving it everything you got non-stop. And that's exactly what I did. And essentially, technically speaking, I basically ran 30 minutes for each 7K segment.
Yeah, that's proper still. That's cold.
I'm happy with it.
What what's your favorite running trainers and why?
My favorite running trainers are these guys right here.
Yeah, what they called the clouds
Cloud
or something.
Monster Hypers.
Oi.
Not just because they're paying me, but basically, it's because they're my long run shoes. So I ran with Cloud Monster 2s and Cloud Monster Hypers during my running for London Marathon because they're very strong base. They hit the ground well and they absorb a lot. So when I'm running, I feel comfy in my feet and I actually can basically do distances of 20 to 30k with no stress. That's for me.
Swiss engineering. Swiss engineering. I like one though. I should have worn my own t-shirts and they still.
They got no pockets in anything.
Is it?
But other than that, they're solid.
Yeah. It's clean though, man. I like the logo, everything. It's just clean, man.
It's nice.
Proper stuff, man. So obviously, you know, on social media, TikTok, Instagram, there's this speculation of people going to run clubs and finding love. Do you think you can find love in these run clubs?
I mean, you can find love anywhere, innit? Like, I can't lie. I'm not saying you can't. Not saying you can either. What I am saying is that Runnpac, all we do is focus on intense, serious running and working out. That's the only thing you're going to get when you come to Runnpac. You're going to come here, you're going to work. And when you're done working, you can find love somewhere else out on that street. But when we're doing track sessions and our Sunday running, it's not a jolly up.
It's not a jolly up.
I promise you it's not a jolly up. That's
I hear it still. I hear it. So all you guys that are going run clubs for Nyash, stay at home.
Stay at home.
Stay at home. So broski, what makes your run club different to the others out there? And why should the viewers attend your run club?
You know what? I think we're just, it's not even that we're that different. We're just, our focus is on betterment. And I think everyone has their structure, their thing, their interest, right? And our priorities are to get that 1% better, to be stronger and better, not just in your running, in every aspect of what you do. Like we lead sessions and we try and motivate people, give little talks in between. We give members like a spotlight moment to talk to the people that they're running with and tell them about themselves or tell them why they're here today. And essentially we just want like people to come and work. I've always described it as working to the best of your ability for your ability. And that's why we have 6:30, 5:30, 4:30. Because there's runners in 4:30 that run at like 3:30 pace. Then there'll be runners in 4:30 at 4 and runners in 4:30 at 4:30. Likewise in 6:30 there are runners that actually run at around a 7-minute pace. But then there's also runners that run at a 6-minute pace. So essentially everything is just about progression. So when people say, oh, Runnpac is hard or Runnpac is this, that and the other, they're not wrong.
I've heard that before, to be fair.
They're not entirely wrong, but they're not entirely right. Like Runnpac is all about being progressive and doing well in your space, because no one's going to work saying, oh, I don't want a promotion.
True.
I don't want to do great. I want to eat shit and have a bad diet and this, that and the other. No one says that. But now that it's Runnpac, it's like, oh, it's too hard, it's too good. Like, nah, man. I just want you to do better. If you don't want to do better, cool. There's other spaces for you. Like, there are literally clubs that do walking. There are clubs that do hiking. There are clubs with like a 10-minute pace group or an 8-minute pace group. That's not a bad thing. That's perfect if that fits you. But if you decide that you want to progress even further, do better, change lanes, and upgrade yourself in whatever way that might be, then come to Runnpac.
Well said, man. Well said. Yeah, man. Just come to the end of the pod. Drop your handle again. Any business that you want to let people, you know, do your thing, man.
Tail fam, PT, Runnpac. That's 2 R's, sorry, 2 N's, and PAC. But yeah, Tail fam, PT, Runnpac, and that's me, man.
So the next person that comes on, if you're watching this, which I hope you are,
what would you say has been your most defining moment up until this point?
Yeah, man. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Tail fam, my guy.
Love my bro.
Aye, come on, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me,
Runnpac,
bro.
at Runnpac.
Trust me.
On Instagram. I mean, if you go into my Instagram account, you'll find that I'm following them.
Yes.
Add them up. Anyone that wants to join a inclusive Running Club, South London.
South London.
We have one here. Let's
Greenwich
go.
on a Sunday, 10 a.m. Mile End on a Thursday, 8 p.m. for track sessions.
And also for those interested in strength and conditioning, they have pack work.
Once a month at the last Saturday of every month at Slevin Fitness in Vauxhall. Yeah.
Let's go. So rap.